Okay, Vania, what kind of topic that you want to share with me?
My topic is about holiday experience. I want to share about my favorite vacation experience, which was when I went to Jakarta in 2022. Honestly, I'm always excited when talking about Jakarta because Jakarta has been my dream city since I was a little. But sadly, I haven't been able to experience life in Jakarta for a long time because I can only go to Jakarta during holidays. Jakarta doesn't know why it seems like a beautiful city, lots of tall buildings and big malls, lots of historical sites, lots of tourist attraction with beautiful views. Last year, when I went to Jakarta, I visited several places such as Dufan, Kota Tua, Jakarta Aquarium, and I also crossed the city of Bogor. In Dufan, there are many game rides that we can enjoy, and one of the rides that I like is Hysteria.
Sorry, could you please spell it?
It's Hysteria.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hysteria.
Yeah,
Hysteria.
Hysteria.
Okay.
Yeah. Hysteria, where when we are at the top, we can see the beautiful view of Ancol Beach. But honestly, it's a bit of a loss if you come a bit late because the one is always crowded and queues, and also the duration of the ride is only short.
Yeah.
So the queue is longer than playing. So if you go to Dufan, I recommend buying a fast track ticket.
Okay.
Second, the old town. Maybe some people think that
Wait a minute. Can you spell it to me? What kind of what is the hysteria ride is like?
Hysteria is you can sit in the wahana,
Yeah.
and then your feet
Yeah.
is hanging.
Hanging. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then instead of going up slowly, you are shot up very quickly to a height of around 60 meters,
Okay.
about a 20-story building.
Wow.
At the top, there's usually a short pause. This is when people feel the most nervous because they know the drop is coming. So,
Like
yeah,
yeah. I know. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Next.
Okay. The next is about museum. Maybe some people think that why go to a museum? It must be boring. Honestly, but in my opinion, the old town is not boring because there we can learn to a lot and information about history that once happened, such as when the VOC came to Batavia. Then the buildings are in the form of ancient buildings that add to the impression that makes you goosebumps.
Okay. So you mean that museum have the Kota Tua in Jakarta Museum is have a different vibes with another museum
Yeah,
in another city.
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Then the buildings are in. Oh, sorry. So sorry.
It's okay.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, and there is also an underground prison where, when we see it, we can feel how the country's fighters were tortured there. Third is the Jakarta Aquarium. Jakarta Aquarium has many types of animals from
16 species.
yes, 16 species. Then we can also watch animal shows and also do feeding time. Yeah, that's all I can share. But honestly, if I were to discuss Jakarta, I could probably talk more than this.
Okay.
But I'm afraid it will be too long, so I'll end my story
Yeah,
here.
it's interesting. I want to go to Jakarta again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
My topic.
Yeah.
my topic is about challenge that I can solve. Maybe yeah, I can say that. So a few months ago, like no 1 year ago in 24, sorry, I tried to I get out of my pesantren,
Yeah.
and then I want to go to university, but I have a financial problem, so I cannot continue what I want to do before. And then after that, I try to search something. I mean, look for a scholarship in some university in Indonesia, especially in East Java, because my parents told me that I cannot go to out of East Java.
Yeah.
And honestly, they don't want me to go to out of Madura.
Yeah. Because
But yeah, because they are worried about me.
yeah.
But after a long time discuss, they are let me go to Malang. But before we go there, I wanna tell you about my my story that yeah, I look for a scholarship, and then for the first time before I go to the scholarship, I try to join. I don't know how to say it in English, but in Indonesia we called it SNBT or UTBK.
Okay.
And then after that, sadly I'm failed. I cannot join, and I choose Malang University for the first option.
What kind of university? What? Apa ya?
Major.
No. University.
Oh,
That you. Apa sih?
that I want to choose.
Yeah, maybe you
Have another.
Yeah. Have,
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one is Malang University, and the second one is also Malang University
Yeah.
with a different major,
Yeah.
and the third is Brawijaya University. I know it's crazy,
Yeah.
but I try. But yeah, I fail, and then I hopeless because of it. Like I did not have spirit. I don't want to say spirit, but I'm going to give up because of it. Like maybe God it's not let me to go to university on that year. And then for the next year 2025, my cousins told me that everything is have their own way. So if you wanna go to something, you need to work hard to do to reach it, to achieve it. And then I motivate because of it, and I try again to see and to look for scholarship. For the first time, I choose Unisma, and then the second one is I choose Itaan.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why when I was asleep and scrolling in my bed, Machung University is came out on my FIP and then I saw that Machung University is also we can apply KIP in Machung University, and I was happy. But at the first time, I was like, "What kind of university is this?" Because I don't know, right? I don't know, and
Because you're not
right.
Apa? Native
Native Malang.
ya.
Yeah. And after that, I applied to Machung University. So Machung University is my fourth university that I applied kay kuliah.
By the way, what major do you choose in
all of
all of university you?
Okay, in Unisma I choose English for education. I don't know, but in Indonesia we called it bahasa Inggris, pendidikan bahasa Inggris, ya. And then for the ITN, if I'm not mistaken, I choose teknologi lingkungan.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for the Machung, I choose sastra English because I love English.
Okay, so mostly you choose about English, right?
Yeah.
So you like learn language?
Yeah, I'm interested in language, especially in English.
Okay.
And then I don't know, I do not have expectation about Machung.
Yeah.
What I expect is Unisma because I'm familiar with this kind of university than Machung. But it like 3 months after I applied to Machung, suddenly I accept some email.
Wow.
And I was like, know what it is, and I got it. Machung accept me. Yeah. And my parents is worried about me because I've never go out of Madura since I was a kid. So I always in Madura. And my mother said, if you go there, you want to go with who? Because I don't have friends here, especially in Machung. Even I have a family in Malang, but not everything. You need to go. I need to do everything on my own, like I need to be independent. And then I try to make sure I try to assure my mother, my father, and my cousins also help me to assure them, and then they believe me to go here to go Malang. And after the email Machung, after I accept the Machung email, tomorrow day I go to Malang instantly.
So you receive email when you accepted
After 3 months I applied.
You apply when?
I applied, if I'm not wrong, I applied it on April or March. If I'm not March, it's April.
Okay. So
I received in
June.
July or not or Augustus. I forget. Yeah. But I believe it on July.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all of my story.
Okay.
Do you have any question?
So in the end, your parents trusted you enough to let you go out of town after seeing how you've been working hard to get into college without being a financial burden.
Yeah.
How gimana perasaan
how I feel on that day. I'm very happy, of course.
Yeah.
Like after all this time, my parents allowed me to go to out of Madura, and then they give me I don't know how to say it in English, but in Indonesia we call it rido, right? Rido. And they give me change to go here to study, and I'm very happy.
And finally, you can go outside from
Madura.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what my dream. That's my dream.
Okay.
That's it from me.
Wow.
Thank you.